This is your introduction to foot massage. Obviously, before we do the foot massage, we're going to make sure that the client is comfortable. So although I've got a couch, you can use a chair, and I'll show you how to use a chair and have somebody's foot in your lap so that you don't necessarily need to have a couch like I have. So first of all, we're going to do 1 foot at a time. So we're going to divide the feet and make sure we've got lots of space. I'm going to uncover 1 foot. I'm going to use a white lotion base, but you can use talcum powder, moisturizer. I wouldn't normally use oil because it can be a little greasy. But however, if you have an elderly client whose feet are extraordinarily dry or they have very poor circulation, the different types of cold pressed oil are very, very good for healing on a cellular level and for moisturizing and going through the skin into the tissues underneath. So we're going to start by lubricating and using a nice continuous flowing move so that we can establish contact with the client and also establish a tickle barrier. If you're not firm enough, then the client might well find that it's a little bit tickly. So we want to make sure that the treatment is firm enough that it doesn't tickle, but not too firm for the client. So being able to see their face while you're doing a treatment is going to be a really useful thing to watch, because if you see them frowning, that might be that they're uncomfortable or you're pressing too firmly. And then we're going to have a praying motion, the thumb on the inside. We're going to go down the inside of the foot, around the ankle with both hands, one going round the ankle bone and the other one coming underneath the foot. So you've got a nice relaxed cuddle of the foot. So effleuraging down and around the ankle and back up. When I'm massaging, I can find when somebody's feet are really tense and stiff, and I can feel that this client is just not relaxing their feet at all. So my next move is going to be to do a rotation. I'm going to rotate the foot. Now this is a passive move, so it means that the client is relaxing completely while you are rotating the ankle. This is very, very good for arthritis and rheumatism. It also identifies how relaxed the person is. And if they're not relaxed and you can't get a really good circle with the ankle, then that shows that they're very tense. And I can feel this foot relaxing now in my hand. Then I'm going to go the other way. So I'm going to rotate one way, then the other. Not squishing the toes when I do it, but just rotating one way, then the other. You might feel a little bit of crunching in the ankle joint. That's fine. It might be that this movement is not something that we normally do, so the bones might just be protesting a little bit with an unaccustomed movement. Then we're going to push the toes just gently up towards the head, just as far as this foot naturally wants to go. And then we're going to gently push the toes down towards the floor. A nice sort of pulsing movement is relaxing. And at all times, I've got my other hand underneath the heel, just cuddling it and making sure that it's secure. And then I'm going to go back to the effleurage move I started with. So coming over the top of the ankle and then underneath. Now the ankle joint does have lots of bones in it. So the ankle is made up of 7 bones. So I'm going to use the tips of my fingers to friction around the ankle. Now frictioning is usually done with either the thumbs or the fingers, and I'm going to friction around the joint, so between the bones of the ankle and the foot. Now frictioning is also an analgesic movement. So that means it is a natural pain reliever. So if you have somebody who has a lot of pain in their foot, this movement is ideal for helping to stimulate the body's own natural endorphins and help them to rush into that area. So I might do it a little bit quicker. So frictioning to bring the body's natural endorphins around the ankle, under the bone of the ankle, and then around the back to the heel. You can support with your thumb underneath if you like, or just focus on your fingers and tuck the thumbs in. Either's fine. So we're frictioning. We've also got lymph nodes here as well. So quite often when people have puffy ankles and a bit of fluid retention, this can clear some of the blockage in the lymph nodes around the ankle. But if it's puffy, then just go a little bit more gently so that you don't put any extra pressure on the tissues. We will have had a look over the foot, make sure there's no contraindications. So that means things you wouldn't really want to massage. So if somebody's got a verruca or a corn, you're going to avoid the corn and the verruca. But if they've got poor circulation, this is really going to help. Then I'm going to go into some hand over hand effleurage over the top of the foot, just to blend this move. Another move I really like is a Chinese burn. Now, I don't know if you remember this from when you were a child. We're going to have both hands on the inside at the top of the foot, and we're going to squeeze one way and the other, squeezing down all the way down the inside of the foot, and then we're going to slide back up and do that again. So this is a sort of Chinese burn move, and whereas it might have been really painful on the arm, it feels really nice to just move these bones around a bit on the feet, separate them out. So we're going to squeeze, squeeze, squeeze all the way down and slide back up. Then I'm going to get the knuckle in the ball of the foot, holding and supporting on the top so that when I push, I'm not putting any strain on the foot. I'm actually just going to stop it moving. So I'm going to knuckle the ball of the foot. This is going to help stimulate a lot of the reflex points and the solar plexus area, the stress center of the body. So knuckling and then knuckling all the way down. So as we knuckle all the way down over the feet, the foot represents the whole body, so we're stimulating all the reflex points all over the foot. Then I'm going to do a zigzag movement. So with my thumbs, I'm supporting the top of the foot with my fingers, and I'm going to do a zigzag movement across the foot with the thumbs, just going across and back all the way down. Quite a bit of pressure as you come across the foot from side to side. The main thing about all these movements, whichever ones you choose to use, just make sure they flow from one to another and you're not losing contact between each move or hesitating too much between each move. So we're going to do a zigzag down and a zigzag back up. And I'm going to go down again. I like this move. I think it's really relaxing. And it covers all the points all over the bottom of the foot and down to the heel and back up. So you might play some nice relaxing music just to help the client relax a little bit more. Then I'm going to do a little rotation on the top of the big toe. A nice relaxing move with your index finger, just a nice circle on the top of the big toe. Then moving to the next one. Nice and relaxing, and the next one. All the way down to the little toe. Then again, I'm going to effleurage over the top of the foot, alternate hands, and finish with both hand effleurage down the inside, round the ankle, and back on the top. And as a full stop to treating this foot, I'm going to grab the foot nice and firmly and slowly come all the way down to the toes, and then flick away any negative energies I've picked up. Tuck the foot in. I'm going to clean my hands with a sanitizer so I don't transmit any germs from that foot to the other one.